Welcome to Spartans Stadium. Apologize for the very, very slight delay there. The internet sometimes does not like to cooperate. Of course, the internet's not a person, so I shouldn't be unfair. All right, so we are here at Spartan Stadium, and the game has just started. We're just a minute and a half in here. No score. This is Eric Brownfield here with you for the play-by-play, along with our color commentator, Coach Christopher Goodall. Welcome, Coach Goodall.
Thank you for having me on this beautiful, looks like July afternoon here. February playoff weather. I'm jealous. I've never had a weather like this in my 15 years.
AC cranked up. Yeah, it's very, very odd.
It is.
But these young ladies are very lucky. They get a great weather-free game.
They are. They play the whole winter from before Halloween through Mardi Gras. You usually get a lot of bad weather.
100%. So to set the stage here as we begin play, Captain Shreve comes in as a 3 seed, one of the best teams in the state, the best team in North Louisiana this year. And EA gets the home game after the upset of Sulphur in the first round. So a tall order ahead for the Lady Spartans.
No doubt. Yeah, and look, Shreve, they've driven from Rhode Island, but the northern teams, they're good at that. They're well equipped. They enjoy the big trips south, so they have no problem with that. And I was watching their warm up. They look very energized. Coach is a veteran. He probably stopped halfway for lunch, stretch the legs, the whole deal. But yeah, they don't look like they're travel weary at all.
No, and these coaches know that this is going to be necessary to get to state championships, so they prepare during the season. You schedule with a couple of these kind of games involved in tournaments and that sort of thing. Right. So you're ready.
And especially the northern teams, because like the south, they still run on the left here from Brensky. And the northern team, because look where we are positioned geographically. You've got New Orleans, you've got Baton Rouge on the doorstep, the North Shore. We really don't have to go within an hour's radius to keep the best soccer around. And the northern teams make that choice. And coming down south and playing some of the great teams. There's some good teams up north, of course, no question. But you've got to make that commitment. And it looks like Shreve, they're over their schedule. They certainly are not shy from competition. So again, and I always found I had a few buddies who coached soccer at baseball West Monroe, and the southern trip, that was just like one of their DNA, and they almost wanted to get, on a Tuesday night down there, they wanted that to battle harden their kids. Good little combination play there. Looks like Prensky is playing a little deeper than normal. Number 11 on the ball right now. That's a good little through ball. Keeper's out there quick to gather that up.
Good pressure early.
That's the difference as well. If that was a grass field, the grass muddy would keep it a little bit, but I've seen a few plays where the ball really runs on, and it's been dry for a few days as well, hasn't it?
It's Saturday.
Right, so the ball's going to run well, the sun's out, and that definitely helps the ball keep it a little bit there. Formation-wise, I'm just trying to look. It looks like I see 3 in the back now. It looks like kind of a 3-5-2 from Captain Shreve. What's the mascot? I should know this.
The Gators.
They're
the Gators.
I want to know. I'm joking. So it looks like a 3-5. So they're a little heavy in the middle. So there are 5 of them. There's 2 up top, one's way on the far side there. That's far in the field. So it looks like a 3-5-2. Probably 3 very, very tough defenders there, and then clog it up the middle more. Let's see what happens here. So there's a support looking for it, and they have it. The person coming behind support. Getting into the box is key as well. Looks like it's going to be a throw in for EA. Always used to think that first few minutes of a playoff game was so nerve-wracking. You have to stay calm for the kids, but anything can happen. But it should be the case once the whistle blows, you've done all the hard work.
Right.
Let's see how this is a long throw.
You're really just hoping for not the quick score. If you can avoid that.
Right. Especially, and look, let's face it, EA is the underdog. It's 19 against 3. 3, you don't want to give up an early one because then things can change quickly. So you want to, the expression of keeping yourself alive.
Right, here we go, Shreve on a little run
Looks
here.
like they've got 3 up top there, so that might have been a shot.
Threatening, and that is a shot.
Good
Nice
save, very nice save. Good parry there. And she saved it and she turned it away from goal. You want to make that save and with the ends of the Spartans there, you kind of want to aim, you want it back to their feet. You want to carry away from goal. That was very well done.
The shadows here, with the trees, it makes it a little tough this time of day. So on camera there, you can see that camera in this end zone here is fighting that sun a good bit there. And those shadows do play a little role there, especially on the visiting side.
Yeah, you'll not see any Captain Shreve numbers. It's like a yellow.
Oh,
then
yeah.
At night time you can see them better. It absolutely, but like the daytime, it's very good clouds. It's just going to be hard to see there.
Yeah, football, in football you would have an outright revolt here in the press box with that because,
And the numbers are bigger as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
Ours
yes.
have to be 8 inches. 8 inches at the back and I think 4 inches at someplace on the front, shorts on top. That's more for the refs.
There should be some rule. There should be some rule about no yellow and white. It's totally unreadable.
I think I've looked at 3 number 12s for Shreve so far. Good blocking defensively. Let's see if EA can bring it out to the middle. Test it there. Solid defensive play from Shreve.
The first few minutes was played on the Shreve end, and then EA returned the favor. Now we're back here.
It hasn't settled yet. We haven't got any settling to it. This is where you're kind of finding yourselves out, see if anybody's going to get a corner. Nope. And of course the goalkeeper had a first big play there, big save. So you're kind of like boxing, you're testing each other out there. Like, okay. And I'll be honest, the 3 in the back for Shreveport, that's been impressive. So it's hard to go girls with just 3 defenders. It means they're really good. He's certainly not afraid to come out there. So I did notice there was one matchup where both teams have played a similar opponent, and that was Mandeville. And Captain Shreve lost to them 2-0, and EA dropped to them unfortunately 6-0. So that's the only common opponent. I spoke to my good friend Sean Esther. He's one of the veterans of the Coaching Association, and he said it could be a real even game. It helps that EA's hosting, for sure. It helps the EA's cause. He's having Shreve battle hard and go down, but he said it should be a really good matchup, and he's as honest as the day. He calls it like it is, very much like, golly, when I would coach you, it almost make you cry. With exact and calling it like it is as well. So so we had a 2-0 loss, one of Shreve's few losses. I think they only had 2 losses.
So Mandeville should be sitting pretty here in the bracket.
They're I think they're out. I think it's who's pulled up a bit. They'll host. Then they've got Dominican coming up. So that's a whole battle. It might be an 8 versus 9. Big toss in the middle there. EA, let's see, position-wise, it looks like a 4-4-2 as best as I can tell. You definitely 2 up top. I need to work out the name of the other girl up top there. Is it Taylor?
So it is Mandeville Dominican 7-10.
Yeah. Okay, 7-10. Yeah. And then Dominican they've won it 2 of the last 6 years maybe. Now goes in the semi-final a few years back. And Mandeville haven't won it for a while, but they have the state runs-up trophies. Sometimes the ball is offside, flag was up. Good, looks like a good Lafayette crew. And I do like it when it's a playoff, you get 4 referees. You get another assistant referee on the far side, taking care of kind of set of calls and taking care of like substitutions. And so every playoff game has 14 officials. So it's like $250. There's a lot of money out the budget there, but it's really good and it's still
Right, you never want to lose a game.
Oh no, exactly. What's like the old NFL rule? Like in the playoffs, you never So on the keeper, ball was bouncing now, took a kind bounce, but she was out on that very quickly.
So we remain scoreless here. 28. We're in the 28th minute. Excuse me, I'm sorry. 20
12th
minutes.
minute.
Yeah, 12th minute. 28 minutes till halftime.
It's almost like you coach football.
Yeah, you know.
28th minute, I was like, wow, this game's gone by quick.
I bet Coach Franklin wishes it was the 28th minute.
Right now.
I would take 0-0 at the 28th minute.
She's looking relaxed over there, though. And she is a veteran. It's her 7th year here, and I had many battles with her when she was at St. Michael's. She's, Coach Jen, yeah, she's been there and done that. She's a very, very solid coach, and she'll keep them up. I think number is 8 up top, help me out, Coach. The Taylor Party,
Let's
the
see.
red cleats. And she's got a... cannot tell.
Gosh, yeah, we're both just too old to see that.
No, I'm sorry, I think it's the sun factor. Night
No,
games
I'll go
up
with
there.
that. I'll go
Yeah.
with that.
If
I'll
it
go
was 6 p.m., we could have tell the color of our eyes. Guessing around. Could be a shot from way out. Watch out for the bounce in front. Nice.
Yeah, another save.
Something I was thinking of coming over here, because of course most of your games are 6 o'clock at night. But this is a real big deal. Look at the EA forwards where I can face it, the Shreve defenders, especially look at the goalkeeper now. Shreve, okay, they've got the sun seriously in their eyes. And sun in the eyes is not really a high school soccer thing. Whereas the EA keeper, may have
She's not in shade, but there is no real sun bothering her there. So whereas the second half, I don't know how it's going to go down fairly quickly. But I remember we used to have 5 p.m. games. If the referees asked for 5, we would definitely want to kick towards the scoreboard end because they've got the sun in the eyes. By the time it was half time and we switched, the sun would be down behind the tree there. So that's a big deal. And looking at the Shreve keeper, and you can lose the ball sometimes if it's especially in the line of the sun.
Oh, absolutely. I know in football that becomes a problem early in the season. You know, first
before-
quarter. Oh, yeah, the first
yeah.
quarter, you have a lot of issues in the first half of the season,
Okay,
no doubt.
yeah. Even though it's 7 o'clock, but the clock hasn't gone back. The clocks haven't changed. Yeah.
But you know, we say all that, and they play these games usually at night in the wintertime, of course. But you're practicing every afternoon all fall in the
True.
in the,
Yeah,
in
you're
the
right
sun.
after
So
school practice.
they're conditioned for
Yeah.
it.
But it's
just like football.
But
is.
I'll be honest, for games, there's not many 4 o'clock. You don't really, because it's early for parents, early for refs. I think that is Taylor. She's looking for a little combination there.
There we
That's
go.
off to Prensky.
Okay.
You're trying to do those little triangle plays, and I'm sure Prensky here is trying to get
There
into
she
the
is
box.
on the run. Got a lot to do there before she can get a shot. Yeah.
Defender very rightly there. You don't want to play with that. You want to, if in doubt, kick it out, give up the throw in.
Yeah, much harder to make something happen off the throw in there than off the foot.
Correct. You get to breathe, you get to restart, you get to kind of take your position. That would have been a corner. I think it almost clicked off the defender. And I know EA, they're pretty solid at corner kicks. They've scored a few goals this season with corners, so they'll be looking to grab a few corners. I know Leah can rip a few, and that can, goalkeeper make the save, and sometimes that can obviously go off for a corner kick there. So it looks like EA is almost playing one really deep. They're trying to take away the breakaway, the through ball. Let's see what we got here. And it looks like 4 solid in front. And then, of course, you're just left with it's almost like a 1-4-3-1. Make sure I do my math. I'm missing
a little
another one.
unconventional.
Yeah, no, I'm missing one though as well. 1-5. Yeah, 1-5.
Oh, here we go.
Just one staying deeper. All right, your key here is to try and get in the box. That was solid defensively
Yeah,
there. Probably
very well played.
probably a defensive captain there. She does not look like a freshman.
No, she made that look pretty routine.
She did. And see, look there, the ball just running out. Now, Shreve, they're going to play at that, what's that big stadium? I've been there for
Well, they could play at Independence Stadium.
No.
Lee Hedges. Lee Hedges is their
yeah,
home stadium.
Yeah. Independence Stadium, my gosh.
Yeah, that one is a giant one.
It's a gloomy place. But Lee Hedges, nice facility. I know Bird. I played Bird in a playoff game there.
I believe it's closed this year. I think they're renovating.
really?
I think it was closed all year. Yeah.
I guess that. Yeah. Wonder maybe they have been. Wonder where their football was played.
They might have played at Independence.
They may
a
have,
lot more. Yeah.
Those Thursday night games and the like. because I think they shared Lee Hedges. It was
Bird and Shreve.
Shreve. Would Caddo wouldn't play there?
Soccer, yeah, they
Okay.
well, they probably have another place there.
It's beautiful.
Our Shreve people could let us know that.
Chime in,
chat.
let us know. Yeah, I know. I lost up at Bird there, and it's a very nice facility. Yeah, really liked it. Good little battle in the box there. Hard for the defenders. You've got to be careful in the box.
Yes, indeed.
And let's see if they reload. Yeah, see if they switch the field here. No, it's going to be a bit more of a direct. I've heard. Oh, that's a nice teasing ball,
Oh,
and
wow.
the flag is not up.
Wow, that was
good control.
well done.
That's a very direct play there. I'm going to see if they haven't really seen much play out wide. Seems to be not kickball, but like with a purpose. But that was a beautiful, accurate ball. Probably nicest ball we've seen so far.
Yeah, you're not going to see that against a mediocre team. There.
No,
that's
no.
just you notice. I'm not a soccer person, but I do know.
You can tell.
That kind of ball skill there. That's not ordinary.
And they've probably scored a few goals off of that over in the season. So, just looking at the benches, obviously both got full benches. I'm sure that couple of the JV girls maybe got to swing up and to be involved in playoffs. But I think substitutions are going to be key. Especially look, we are full sun here, and
We're 70 degrees.
yeah, it's 70 degrees. So, but as the game goes on, that's hydration and can the number 13, 14, 15 off the bench can they assist there? That's a nice little cut inside. Oh, well played.
Oh wow, nice
And
job.
dropping it back off. Is she going to crank this as a shot? No, playing out. This is a nice little play here. And they're looking to split our defenders here, looking for some triangles. And eventually try to open up for a shot.
Going into the 19th minute here.
Almost
Halfway to halftime.
Five, yeah, first quarter's almost done.
Yeah, is that how you would say that?
We sometimes break it into quarters,
Yeah.
when we're talking tactically, it's like, all right, let's get through the first quarter, what we can do. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And, I used to love, we would take the girls to Tallahassee, and no matter the weather, because it was December, you would take a quarter break. You get a little 5-minute water break, and you could coach. It was
Sure.
cool, yeah. So the girls, loved it. We'd come back here we don't get a break. It's like, no, whoa, watch out. And I think just Florida because of the weather, but it's like, wait, you still do it for the winter season? And they did. Seeing the first punt there, not too bad. Gets over the halfway line there.
I know more sports are going to 4 quarters. I know girls college basketball went to
That's right,
went to 4
yeah.
quarters last decade, and I think it's just men. I don't know if the men do or not.
Are they still the halves? I think they're still the
I
halves.
think they're the only ones that
That
are still
seems
halves.
long as well,
Yeah, it's tough, but you have their TV timeouts, so it's not terrible. But
You do. But you would also very nicely cleared out the back. That was superb. I think Coach Jen will be very happy right now. Should be really pleased. If I'm the number 19 against the 3, my first goal was let's not give up the early one.
Right.
And we get settled in. And I know there's situations, and I bet it happened with Sulphur, because what helped me out, EA, it was 19 against, is
14.
it 14?
14,
Yeah,
yes.
well, adds up to 33. And when you're the team that is meant to win a playoff game, the pressure's on you, because of course your season's ending like everybody in 3 weeks time, but there's a time when you maybe should go out, can hold your head up. When you lose to a lower, and it's hard, I've lost 16 being against 17, but when it's a bigger seed, you just kind of almost you end on a sour note here, you
Right.
know? So I remember the famous good shot.
good job defense there to collapse on that ball.
She
There.
leaned back a little bit. We all remember the famous Edie White football. They had number 1 seed, and they were destined. It was maybe 15 years ago, and they were destined for a Superdome, and they lost to the number 32, didn't they? And nobody saw that coming. What a wait! For the seniors. You're remembering that the rest of your life.
God, yes, you never live that down.
Right. When you go to a Sunday watching the Saints, or I don't know who would watch the Dallas Cowboys, but probably something like you.
Yeah, who would? Who would,
But you bring up football and somebody brings up high school, that's probably the first thing you're thinking of, Whereas if you're the number 9 seed, you lost to 8, you're it's okay.
Yeah, it's an even matchup.
We did the best we could. So Shreve, I would say the pendulum swings a little bit, and if it's tied at the half, Shreve is getting a little antsy. You're getting a little tightly wound.
Certainly. Well, you don't. Coaches always say in any sport, you don't want to let people hang around who probably shouldn't be hanging around.
Correct. Yeah.
But sooner or later, they're gonna get the idea that they just might be able to win.
Right. You're putting the foot down, and I know if I'm right, isn't the matchup? I think it's a Bird against Southside. Would be the winner of this game would play the winner of Bird against Southside. Southside's a really good unit, but Bird and Captain Shreve, man, that's a rivalry there. So,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So, and look, and as the coach, you're like, oh my God, I've got to have them stop thinking about that. We've talked about that with the Spartans Gator football games. Like,
right.
There's 9 other games that are just as important, for rankings and for playoffs and power ratings. It's let's see, she's trying to line up for a shot here. That would be a good way out. Go out wide with a lot of space. Oh, just clipped off of her there. Her plant foot slipped a little bit there. Interesting.
So we're in the 23rd minute. Am I right there? 23rd
Yep.
minute. There we go. So we are on the backside of the first half. No score.
I would like, if I can, do you have any Captain Shreve memories growing up?
Oh, my. Let's see.
Being a Yankee that you are.
Yes, I went to Mansfield High School. And of course, Captain Shreve was always above us in classification. But,
Never,
they were,
never in the same.
No, they were always a 5A. Well, 4A before there was 5A, and then they were 5A.
Big school, right? Big school.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, compared to Mansfield, for sure. Yeah. We played several. Shreveport schools. I don't remember ever playing Captain Shreve in Mansfield.
Probably in football, they're not going to for a start.
Well, no, we played several 5A schools in Shreveport, but Captain Shreve was not one of them. Captain Shreve, though, was their athletics were below what you thought they should be. For
it was a newer school. Nice free kick there.
Same age as EA. It's 1 year younger than EA. 67.
67.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think Bird's been around for a long time.
Bird is
Magnet.
The Bird building has been around since the 20s.
Oh, wow.
And the school itself, I think, longer than that. But so Shreve is sort of a newer kid on the block when it comes to
67.
When it comes to Shreveport schools, but they were
like grandparents don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you know. Shreve has definitely in the last 20 years stepped it up athletically.
So does that remind you a little bit of Zachary?
I would say very similar to what Zachary was here.
Nice little run on the right side there.
Sort of underperforming.
Yeah, because Zachary, I thought that like the 90s and early 2000s, especially when they were in our District 4A days, and then Zachary, like the housing, and they boomed, and of course you go up there and it's a beautiful facility, I'm sure Shreve's is, and they're good at all sports,
Yeah, and that's Captain Shreve right now. They're showing it in basketball, football. Yeah. They've been
baseball surely good because West Monroe aren't they the flagship for football there was and baseball
certainly. Yeah. But Captain Shreve has been making a lot of noise in North Louisiana in the last 10 years for sure.
Good. And look, soccer wise, this is not. Don't get me wrong at all. This is not some barren wasteland. Caddo Magnet. The boys, they won state. Loyola girls have won state. West Monroe, oh my gosh, and my good friend at Sanamar, we had a few quarterfinal battles with them. Bird girls, Lisa Leverman up there. She's been doing it for 82 years, I think.
Spartans shut down that run.
But Bird girls have always been really good. Caddo girls, superb. And Shreve had not been before, so that kind of goes with what you're saying.
Right, and that's North Louisiana, and then certain sports, wrestling, for example, just wrapped up their championships up there at Bossier City last weekend, and that's been a sport that has struggled to gain a lot of traction in North Louisiana. Soccer, Mansfield did not have soccer when I was there. I think they may have it now, or they did for a while. But those volleyball as well. Those sports were late catching on up north, and it's just hard to find opponents.
Good shot and nice save.
Once again.
Yeah, that makes sense. And look, I'm kind of going back to my early career, probably the early 2000s. Shreve were not too hot, but they're good. These Shreve girls, our boys have been solid as well. But they've done some. I think it's Mike Matlock or Matt Matlock. At Loyola Girls, just flat out superb, really, really good. So yeah, impressive stuff. It was funny. Let me just check the plate. Lambert, big clearance there. A good friend of mine, I'm forgetting his name, and he was more of a baseball guy, but he ran West Monroe soccer, and he started it up when they started a lot later than us. And he was his girls played soccer, so he coached club. He was very good, but and he said, I'll do 5-6 years for my kids, and I'd like to be back on the baseball staff. But the first time he got the job, he's going to need to clear that. At West Monroe, met with the AD, met with the coaches, and of course they have that indoor facility, and they've got the giant scoreboard. Just watching that, see if they clear it out. Nice decision. And he thought, I'm never going to get this. And the AD, who's the head football, he said at the same time, all right, let us know when you want the facilities. And football, obviously, when we're in season, but certain times and walkthroughs. And they got to use everything. You want the Jumbotron, which is the biggest I've ever seen. You want the, watch out the back post. Oof. Should be goal kick.
Yes.
Oh, it actually might have been offside. It looked like assistant referee is calling offside. But yeah, the indoor facility, like the half 50-yard kind of thing, they got to use all that. And they were just, like I said, hey, we don't care what sport it is, rebel sports. And they were all in, and they were really pushing it. And there was, I think it was powerlifting, girls powerlifting, and they were, before it was like a state fully, I think EA had a lot of success early on with that, and they were big into it. They're just like, hey, we don't care what sport it is, we're going to support it. And I like that. From being from the female coaching world, I appreciate that. You got the good facilities. What the heck you keeping it just for one sport?
Right, and these North Louisiana schools are going to have good football facilities.
Of course.
Share the wealth, so that you can see what you get out of that, for sure.
And I haven't known it any different nowadays. You see, top of the box, they're finding their range. One of them's going to be on target. They've probably had 3-4 solid shots go over. One with the keeper made the high
We went
grab.
back and forth the first 6 or 7 minutes, but now
it's kind of turned a little bit.
The last 15 minutes have been played all in the Captain Shreve end here.
And we haven't had any subs yet either. No.
So here we are in the 29th minute. 29th minute. Yeah, 29th minute. It's a little awkward counting that down backwards there, but probing once more here.
Yep, and I think EA is kind of in that bend, don't break. They're definitely not giving the breakaway. They're staying deeper. You see the players at the top of the box there, at the end zone, if that helps you.
So much harder to create a shot the way Shreve is trying to do this than a run,
Yeah. Well, you don't want to you can control breakaway goals, like don't give them the space for it there. But they're definitely probing here, looking for and I always used to find out if things were bottled down against you defensively, you got to start doing diagonal balls. Diagonal balls out wide, straight through the middle, it's much more packed there. And defensively, you can let the diagonal ball go because it's got to get there, and you can give up the throw-in. And the sideline is also another defender for you as well.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how this is going. And EA, of course, I would say Shreve were like 65-35 possession now for them. But I'll be honest, like EA, we haven't had we had one solid keeper save that she had to make. And if you're Shreve, you're like, oh, let's try and get one before the half. Absolutely.
No doubt. I think that would be very important for them.
Sure. And opposite for EA, naturally, of course.
Right. If you can go into this scoreless for EA as a 19 seed.
You're feeling good. Watch out, top of the box. Yeah, she's going to be, and I apologize, we cannot see the numbers there. She's going to be a solid one. Her and the orange cleats in the back there. They seem to have great legs. Great, able to crank it, and they'll find their range. Yeah, I always used to say, what's the word? When you get scored on, it just sinks your heart. But like scoring a minute before the half because you almost made it there against you, or right after the half where you've had the chat and you've talked about it, and if the other team scores, you're like, that kind of takes away everything we just chatted about for the last 15 minutes.
Right.
So
you certainly don't want to put too many eggs in that basket.
Correct.
Of, hey, it's scoreless. We're tied.
Oh, you don't risk it like crazy. If I'm offensive, if I'm Shreve, I'm like, okay, patience. This isn't 9 minutes to go of the game. Nice through ball there, very low. Ooh, that was a little tricky between the stopper and the sweeper. Little gap she got in between them.
Spartans have yet to be outnumbered here, though.
Correct. We haven't seen that, and you don't want that defensively. Looking for the shot. Is it a left foot? You see that curve on it? She's a lefty there.
Because I would argue with some of these ball skills you're seeing out of Captain Shreve here, if you're even, you're really outnumbered by one. I would say.
Yes.
So we've kept at least a one-person advantage on pretty much all of these.
And you kind of want
challenges.
to. So when they're attacking, or even if it's a crazy situation, it's usually like 7 against 5. You've got to be your numbers there. And EA is definitely playing defensive there. They're going with 2 forwards. Sometimes you can go a lone forward because you're hanging in, and look at the 2 forwards. They're split up from each other. And again, Shreve with the 3 defenders, they don't feel like they're stretched by any means.
So EA has possession here in the 32nd minute.
Bounds. Oh, got to watch that. No, that wasn't the sun. Ooh, we got a little swing and a miss, but a good recovery. Good recovery. And she should be screamed at by her friends that she had time, and she had time to look up there.
High ball here.
Good bouncing ball. I don't think watch out.
Okay,
watch the spin on that. Watch the spin.
Ooh.
Luckily it spun
Shreve
away
will
from
possess it.
Spun up her arm. That's a good read. That's play. A really good read. Oh, nice touch
control
by
on
Pransky
that.
there.
Yeah. Pransky on the run. Down the visiting
sideline. Is that for a
sideline.
throw? Yeah, they're going to get a throw there. They'll be happy with that, Coach Jen. That's where you just catch your breath a little bit. It's 80 yards away from your goal.
Right.
I don't know if I'm necessarily sprinting. We don't even have ball kid. Oh, there's a ball kid. It's actually maybe is it a Shreve player retrieving it? They're definitely. Oh no, the ball's in play. Sorry.
All right, here we go, and to the keeper.
Hands on it.
Would have liked to have seen a little more possession there, and even just to take a little more heat off that defense there.
But they didn't risk numbers up there. I think Coach Jen would be happy with if Coach Jen could be into the half right now. Of course, she'd love to be 1 up, but taking the halftime 0-0, I think she'd be really happy with that. That's a nice little cut inside by Shreve. Oh, that's a good touch off. That's a nice little combination. And they was looking for it back.
Nice job, Lambert, there.
Very nice. Get rid of it.
Right back at him.
Ooh, did that touch off of? Is it goal kick? It might have clipped. And as a defender, you start walking up the field, acting like it didn't hit your shin.
Yes, absolutely.
They're like, what? No. And the referee, because the ref will look, and if you're like, and he's like, oh yeah, it must have been a corner.
It's the initial reaction you have to watch for. It's the initial reaction.
And
sometimes football.
Sometimes freshmen do that. It's like, no. Don't give them a little help there. We'll take that freebie. Because you get the calls, they even out. The refs are not against you, and life is not against you. By the end of the season, there's good calls, bad calls, human, lucky goals, unlucky goals. It tends to be even. Some people think the world's against them. Jerry Jones probably does.
Oh well, okay, yeah. Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with any Jerry Jones attacks here. I'm a Cowboys fan, not a Jerry Jones fan.
No. I think most Cowboy fans are.
Yeah, 35th minute here. We're coming down to the last 5 before halftime.
Yep.
Spartans holding strong so far. That's a nice play there.
Feisty play. Yeah, ref let it go as well. Lafayette's a very high-level soccer area, and they'll let you play very physically. They don't mind. Nice little touch off, looking for the combination. Great ball down the line.
Here. There we go.
Might get you another throw-in out of it. We've had a lot of throw-ins. I'd like to see a little something from the throw-in happen. We haven't seen much. Wait, what are we waiting on? Substitution. I think that's our first one.
Now, in high school, remind me of substitution rules here. You have free exchange. You can come back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. College girls, like pro, it's 5 in and you're in or you're out, and that's it. There's no coming back. But yes, it's a free for all.
Okay,
so
very
unlimited.
Good. Very good. Yeah, because you really need to. Right there, you get a chance here before halftime. Give somebody a little breather there.
Sure. We used to do it for our midfield, especially our wingers. If it was an intense game, 20 minutes in the first quarter, give them a little 5-6 minutes. They'll catch a breath, get the heart rate down, and talk about a few things as well.
Well, we had a ball go under the scoreboard there. God bless them trying to get that thing. That is.
You might find Jimmy Hoffa under there.
Oh, man, there's a lot under there. Hopefully you got a tetanus shot.
That's right. The cure for COVID was there before we knew it. Tetanus shot.
Okay,
A good
back to the
reaction
middle.
from the Shreve defender there. Just yeah, you it's, to be reactionary. You got to see like, oh, is this going to probably come my way? Reactionary stuff's tough. You usually don't get the ball. Let's see what they do here. If they try to switch, no, she's that long ball again.
37th minute.
Really close to the half. Could get the shot away.
Nice.
Great
defense
pressure
there.
on there. That was very well done. Good run from Shreve. I think did ref call a foul? I couldn't hear the west. We don't
Foul
really
on
hear the
Shreve
whistle.
there,
Yeah, it must have been.
yeah.
Which I've seen tougher shoulder barges, both teams. Spartans against the Gators.
Yeah, we're used to this matchup here, huh? Our arch rival, the San Juan Gators.
One time I played against Como, the Spartans, right?
Right.
Ooh, nice high one. I remember telling some of the girls before the game, it was a playoff game, I said, Spartans will win 100%. Like, how can you say that? And they started warming up. Yeah. We lost in PKs.
Oh, the wrong Spartans.
Yeah.
I could
I think
ask
it's
you.
the only Spartans in the state, right?
No. There's 4. I was about to ask you that.
Well, Como, because they're like,
Como.
Is it tiny?
Well, there's 3 larger schools that play in Division 1,
Who's the other?
and it's a school in Slidell.
Not Ponchatoula. Hold on.
Yeah,
Is it-
we got time.
Is it new? Are they a new school?
Oh no. They've been around.
In Slidell. Is it private?
No, it's public. You have Slidell High, you have North Shore High, and you have one more.
I'm trying to think just the whole area. Covington, Fontainebleau. Go on, who is it?
That's Salmon.
Salmon, I knew that.
Yeah.
Our former athletic director.
Yes, Coach
Billy
Beasley.
Beasley for
is from
years, and he
Salmon.
went to Salmon. I thought they were private, actually.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
And who's
no.
the small school?
It's Franklin Parish.
Parish.
Franklin Parish is the. I'm sorry, Caldwell Parish.
Okay.
Caldwell Parish is the Spartan. It's not Franklin Parish. Yeah, Caldwell Parish, which is a consolidated school. I think it is several smaller schools that combine there. So,
Spartans.
but those are your 4 Spartans.
Ah.
Yeah.
And the other close one, let's have a look. Just over, just over. Field goal.
So now let's name all the Gators.
Well, hold up. But for, when you go to Sulphur, they're big on, of course, they're is it Tornadoes?
The Golden Tours,
Golden
yeah.
Tour. But they're big on the S, and they have our exact same colours.
Right.
So you go I told Coach Jen before their game there, it's like, it's going to look like Spartan Stadium, especially
Oh,
with the
very
turf.
much so.
Yeah,
Very much so.
And it's our exact colours, and
Feel right at home.
Yeah, I did, actually.
Yeah, we hosted Sulphur in a football playoff game here 2014.
That's right.
So
Now,
yeah.
Gators. Let's see. Gators mascot.
Oh,
Let's see.
Lord.
Is there a lot though? I don't
Oh,
know.
there's a lot.
Santa Mont.
There
There is
you go,
that, and
yeah.
of course Shreve. And I knew the Shreve. I don't know of any others.
So those are your 2 biggest
Yeah, by
Gators.
far.
Those are 2 biggest schools. Santa Monica Cap and Shreve are the 2 biggest Gators.
I wonder why Shreve would be Gators though. You
well,
think it'd be a
it's-
boat
it's-
thing?
Yeah, it's southeast Shreveport. Kind
neat.
of just the LSUS area there.
Sure.
So it's a little swampy over there.
It would have to be, but you think they would go with the whole boat thing, like the
Yeah, you would think.
commanders
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
midshipmen or something. Let's see what we got going on here. Good read by the Shreve defender. Oh, trip. I thought that would be a foul, actually.
2-minute warning
That's-
here.
Oh,
I know that's not a real thing, but-
this defender is very solid. The orange cleats, she's
Yeah,
good.
you can just
I can't
see
see
it.
her number. I'd love to say the name, but I can't see it. She's the captain of the back there for sure. She's
It's like 30. I want to say 30. I feel pretty good about it.
you feel good about 30.
I'll say 30. Is there a 30?
Ella Grace Davis as junior defender. It also fits.
Yeah, let's go for it.
And that's half time, coach. Half time.
There we go.
That,
All right.
that was right on. Ooh, they did not add much time, and there wasn't much time to add as well.
No. So 37 minutes of clock time there. started a little bit early, a couple
It
minutes.
is. It was a couple of minutes
Any
early.
EA
Yep.
students here that would like to win prizes and
So
play in
you're,
the game,
it's
please
in
see
period
the
1 here,
answers
so the
across
scoreboard is
student
not
section. Thank you.
is not broken.
Right. It's not.
We just don't have any scores to put on it yet. But we definitely want to welcome all our friends from North Louisiana who are joining us this afternoon. It's a hard trip to make on a Tuesday afternoon in the middle of a work week and school week there to come down 4+ hours to for a girls soccer game. That's tough. That's tough. So these girls will have a long ride back. So we certainly appreciate anybody who's tuning in from the north there. We're glad to bring you this on EA TV. This is our in-house YouTube channel, TV station. We do our daily news announcements, our daily announcements for school on this channel every day. And so if you want to subscribe and kind of follow what's going on in EA, then by all means, we'd certainly appreciate that. If you just want to subscribe and never come back to y'all play EA again, that's fine too. But we certainly are glad to be able to bring you this game live. And while we're at half here, we'll go over our coaching matchup here. For EA, it's Jen Franklin. And for the Lady Gators, it is head coach Eric Lane.